I remember how Bryce used to act back in elementary school. He would say things like, I think girls are stinky poos. If I heard him, I would immediately say, I don't think girls are stinky poos. But of course, now I don't get any credit for sticking with the girls all this time. The best I can figure is that I'm somewhere around 52nd or 53rd most popular this year. And the good news is that I'm about to move up one spot because Charles Davis is above me and he's getting his braces next week. I tried to explain all this popularity stuff to my friend Rowley, who's probably hovering right around the 150 mark by the way. But I think it just goes in one ear and out the other with him. Mm, Today we had visa, so the first thing I did when I got outside was sneak off to the basketball court to see if the cheese was still there. And sure enough, it was. Uh, the cheese has been sitting on the blacktop since last spring. I guess it must have dropped out of someone's sandwich or something. After a few days, the cheese started getting all moldy and nasty, and nobody would play basketball in the court where the cheese was, even though that was the only court that had a hoop with a net. Then one day, this kid named Darren Walsh touched the cheese with his finger, and that's what started this thing called the cheese touch. It's basically like the cooties. If you get the cheese touch, you're stuck with it until you pass it on to someone else. The only way to protect yourself from the cheese touch is to cross your fingers. But it's not that easy remembering to keep your fingers crossed every moment of the day. I ended up taping mine together so they stay crossed all the time. I got a D in handwriting, but it was totally worth it. This one kid named Abe Hall got the cheese touch in April, and nobody would even come near him for the rest of the year. Abe moved away last summer. Abe moved away to California and took the cheese touch with him.